We are live. Let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Welcome back to another live and amplified Indie Fusion podcast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and we're back at it again with another amazing podcast. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Alex Kolo. How's it going?
Very good. I just got out of my classes. I only have one class today. I'm in college. So it was a pretty chill day for me. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. It's starting to cool down a little bit here in Texas, so it's not crazy, and we're going to miss some of this hurricane weather that's coming off of Mexico, so that's good. So
Yeah, that's awesome that you're gonna miss that.
oh yeah, for sure. Excited to have you back on. Excited to sit down and chat a little bit. I do have a little funny side story though.
Okay, I'm excited to hear it.
So we had you on the podcast earlier this year, maybe a little end of or towards the end of last year. We talked about how you're fluent in like German. You're fluent in like German and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the other day when you this morning when you messaged me about setting up a podcast, for the last like 6 hours, my Instagram has been stuck in German.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah.
the algorithm is so smart. It's kind of like getting creepy now,
Yeah.
but
I think it's just on. It's like a setting thing, but for whatever reason, my Instagram is stuck in German right now. Luckily, I can tell what the icons are, so it's not going to be hard to figure out. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, this is kind of annoying.
yeah, no, that's really funny. The other day I was talking about like getting Starbucks with someone, and out of nowhere I have a bunch of ads for all these boba teas and teas all around town.
Oh yeah, and I'm probably going to have that now too. So it's crazy how technology is just kind of paying attention.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's only going to pay more and more attention.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna as somebody that is in marketing and advertising, and I kind of have an understanding of what's going on, um, it's going to get worse. So much worse. Like imagine a world where it says, "Hey, Alex, you should go buy this boba tea from Starbucks right now." That's where it's going to go.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
So it's with AI and everything else, it's gonna be bad. So or good, depending on how you look at it.
So everyone prepare.
Right, right. So how's everything with the music being going? I know you got some new music dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. So, in May, I released Fall So Fast, which is a duet with one of my previous mentors, Jeremy Lister. He's actually currently on tour with Post Malone. So when I reached back out to him last year to record the song, I was totally sure that he was just going to say, "I'm too busy. I don't have time." But somehow he did have time and he recorded it with me. So I released that song. It got some coverage and some plays, and it was actually the first time that I was on the radio was from that song.
Nice, nice. That's cool that he's out on tour with currently act like on the tour, the Big Damn tour or whatever it is he's doing now.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
really cool.
I'm
Oh,
lucky.
yeah. Is so so that was the previous single, correct?
Yes.
What's the story of the song being released tomorrow? What can you tell us? All that stuff.
So the story of the new single is goes back to me being in high school, and my best friend in the whole world was struggling with an eating disorder. But since it's not something that I had personally been through, I really wanted to be there for her and I felt for her. So I asked her to write like a paragraph or two about what she's experiencing. And I took her story and transformed it into a song as a sign of solidarity with her. And I know that a lot of people struggle with body issues. I've even had my moments but I wouldn't go as far to say that I've had an eating disorder before because that wouldn't be sensitive to people who genuinely struggled with a full-blown disorder, but I understood it to some degree. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. That it like it's cool that you're um turning this into. Would you say it's more of a like a story of hope, or how do you want to portray this kind of song, or how do you hope this song gets portrayed?
So I hope this song gets portrayed as a song that people can relate to when they feel alone, because I
Mhm.
know eating disorders and body dysmorphia can be super isolating things.
Mhm.
And hopefully my account of what my best friend was going through will help people realize that they're not alone in their deep, dark thoughts.
That's cool. And so it releases tomorrow, Friday, whenever people are listening to this. It'll be released on the 5th of September. Um, is this the last song of the year for you, or do you hope to get one more out, or what's kind of your thoughts there?
I believe it is the last song of the year for me since I'm focusing on my semester right now and I
Yeah,
have a pretty hefty course load. However, I do have something planned for May. It's a song that I've been working on that I'm really proud of that I wrote for Mental Health Awareness Month, which means a lot to me. So I'm purposely releasing it in May.
nice,
And it's definitely in the makings, and it's something I'm really proud of, and I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate to.
nice. Now, for the song being released tomorrow, did you? What was the name of that song again?
Eat less, smile more.
Eat less, smile more. Okay. And is there going to be any like a music video or anything like that with it, or is it just strictly the song?
It's just strictly the song for now, but if it gets a lot of traction, I'll definitely make a music video because I feel like depicting these things visually is so powerful. Like even if you've seen Christina Aguilera's beautiful video,
Mm-hmm.
like it was just so powerful when they destroyed that mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's cool. It's cool that you're kind of because the reason I like that kind of release strategy as far as like you put the single out, you see what the traction is, and then if you decide, okay, we're gonna go ahead and do like a music video or a lyric video or like even like an acoustic video, you're giving it like a second life almost, like after several months or whatever it is, it's like, okay, bring it back out again. And it just works. So
Yeah, exactly.
are you doing like a release show or anything tomorrow, or do you not really do that for singles?
So I don't really do that for singles, but I imagine when I release my first album, that'll definitely be something I'll do.
Gotcha. That's all right. Um, and so that'll be dropping tomorrow. As you're kind of approaching the last few hours here before it goes out, what's kind of running through your mind right now?
I just hope people can listen to it from a space of compassion if they haven't been through some sort of eating disorder or body dysmorphia, and that it can maybe give them a glimpse into the world of the millions of people that do. And I hope that anyone who feels alone in their struggles can find peace in this song.
Nice. I love it. I love it. And what was it about now that it was like, okay, this is the right time to release it? Or was it strictly because it's like right at the beginning of school and it gives you time to worry about school afterwards?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. It was definitely because I wanted to get settled into school,
Hmm.
but I still wanted to keep working on my music. So I thought a couple weeks after I got settled into school would be the right time to release my next song.
Nice. Gotcha. And how much school do you have left?
I have so this semester plus two more, so I'll graduate in December 2026.
Okay. And you're studying music business, correct?
Yes, that's
Nice.
correct.
I remember a little bit.
You do.
I remember a little bit. No, it's so funny because I just recently started doing the podcast again remote. I was doing like I was being a little rebellious of like, no, all my podcasts got to be back in person. And then I had like seven people reach out to me like, hey, I want to do a podcast. I'm like, no, only in person. I'm only doing these in person. And then I just was like, oh, not everybody's going to come to Waco, Texas. So, okay, whatever. So
Yeah,
it's funny. Um, so are you list for school? Are you living on campus or off campus?
I live on campus.
Nice. How's that in Nashville? How's the on campus living?
It's really great. It's really great for me, especially because I live by myself.
Nice.
And I figure like that works the best for me because my mood's really impacted if I don't get enough sleep. And I know that like with roommates, different people have different sleep schedules. So I'm really grateful for my situation.
Nice. Yeah. That's why when I was in school, I was only on campus for a semester. And then I was like, I'm gone. I can't do this anymore because having to share a bathroom with three other dudes and then having to share a room with another guy who our schedules were like the complete opposite. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh my, that sounds horrible. I'm happy we're able to get out of that.
Oh yeah. We ended up being roommates again or housemates again like a year or two later, but it was just one of those things where it was like, eh, I'm good. So, so kind of looking forward, obviously you've got you said a hefty course load with school and whatnot. Have you been doing anything fun or exciting throughout the summer?
So I don't know if it's considered, well, it is fun and exciting to me, but I don't know how interesting it is. I did a public relations internship, which
Oh,
helped me
nice.
get a lot of foundational skills and helped me become more proficient in Microsoft Excel, which I feel I can carry with me into
Okay.
the workplace.
I, I will say, having that skill set, like when I was in school, there everybody was like, "Oh, you got to take the Microsoft class." Like it was like a computer tech, like they disguised it as like a computer tech class, and it was basically like the Microsoft Office suite, like Excel, Word, and all those things. And I was like, "I'm never going to use this. Like, are you serious? I'm gonna get out of school and maybe I'll use Word every once in a while, but like an Excel spreadsheet, I don't need to know this. I use probably the Excel spreadsheet more than anything right now. And I'm like, dang it, I should have taken that class. So
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I definitely know that it's time for me to become proficient in every single type of AI.
yeah, that proficient. This is literally the third time today I've had a discussion using the word proficiency, and I don't know why that is today. Like we we were talking about the proficiency test for the English language and how the state of Texas is making it so that um, to graduate like high school or something, you have to hit a certain grade on your English proficiency exam or something like that. And I'm like, sweet. And now we're talking about this, and it's like, oh, I've used the word proficiency more than I've probably have in my entire life.
Maybe it's the word of the day.
Probably, it probably is, to be honest with you. So, so how for the internship was that in like the music industry or was that outside the music industry?
It was actually outside the music industry. I worked with brands like Papa John's,
Oh,
Applebee's, Hidden Valley Ranch.
oh, nice, nice. Then, was it paid or unpaid?
It was paid, luckily.
Yeah, because I know that that's always like a huge um point of contention, especially for internships. It's like, oh, paid, unpaid, and like I've done both. I've done a paid internship, I've done an unpaid internship, and still the amount of hours, even when you're paid, it's like, you're still not making that much money, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. And I actually finished the requirement. There was a requirement
Hmm.
to do an internship for credit for my degree. but I did that abroad and I didn't get paid for it, but it was a pretty cool internship in social media in Berlin and I got my college credit. But if I
Nice.
were to do an unpaid internship now, then that might not make sense for me
Hmm.
because I can't really get any more credit.
Nice. When did you do that school credit in Berlin? Was that also this summer or was that like last year?
That was fall of 2023.
Okay. Gotcha. That's cool. So kind of looking forward, obviously graduating is a top priority for you,
Yes.
getting out and doing that. Is the hope to stay in Nashville or what's kind of the thought process post graduation?
I hope to go wherever, I can find a career that aligns with my passion. So whether that be Nashville, New York, Europe, possibly LA, and I still want to continue making music too. So I'm gonna see how that goes and keep putting stuff out there because I feel like I have a lot of music that could really help people if it gets to them.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'd also say don't sleep on Austin. Austin is a growing city and it's got a
Oh,
lot of,
really?
yeah, Austin is they say keep Austin weird. And Austin is a very weird city, but the amount of stuff if you're in downtown Austin and you look at it as like 30 minutes from downtown, like the suburbs of Austin, there's just so much different stuff you can do there. It's like career wise, music wise, just personally, professionally, it's really cool. So
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Thanks for the tip.
yeah, for sure. Um, so other than that, other than releasing the single, now the focus is just school or yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Sweet. What classes are you taking this year?
So I'm taking psychology, then psychology lab, which goes with it, statistics, which I really don't like, but I hope that I can manage to pass it. I'm taking English, I'm taking religion, I'm taking marketing, and I'm taking health and fitness concepts.
Nice. That's really cool. Luckily, I got math is like my was my least favorite subject. Luckily, I got out of having to take any of the super hardcore math classes.
You're so
Like
lucky. I'm jealous.
I got out like algebra, advanced algebra, and then because I was only required to take like 2 years of math, I think, is what I was required to take. And so it was just like algebra or whatever it was, geometry or whatever it was. And then they had this like year-long class that was called like everyday math. And it's like all the stuff that you really need to know as an adult. So it's like, okay, tax time. They teach you how to like file your own income tax form, like and do the math to make sure like they turn it into like a math problem, so it's or like a math thing, but they teach you how to file your income tax and
Oh,
then like
yes.
balance checkbooks and stuff like that. So it's called everyday math.
Yeah, no, that sounds useful. I'd rather take that than statistics
Right.
because I don't think I'm going to use statistics in my life. Maybe in like minuscule ways if I'm looking at data, but nothing as complicated,
Yeah.
nothing nearly as complicated as what they're teaching us.
Yeah. It's one of them things where it's like any statistic stuff that I'm going to look at, it's already broken down on the back end of any website. So it's like, okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
it's one of the things where it's like it's I understand why they make it a requirement, but yeah. So, um, what about now that you're back in school? What are you doing to kind of break up the day to kind of decompress from school and whatnot?
So I like to take a lot of walks around campus. I like to go on runs on the treadmill, which I don't do often enough. I think it would be healthier for me to do it more often than like once or twice a
Yeah.
week, but I'm working on it. I love just coming home and laying on my couch and watching some show on Netflix. Like
Nice.
I've been watching Love Victor,
Nice.
and I kind of started XO Kitty. It's about a girl who goes to Korea because her mom was Korean and she has this Korean boyfriend who she found out was actually with another guy. And so just like stuff like that, that's very lighthearted.
Now, is that like, are those like animes or are they like actual like TV shows?
They're actual TV shows. Animes look cool, but I don't think I could sit there and watch one for
Yeah,
a super long time.
gotcha. Just the way you were describing Exo Kitty, I was like, that almost feels like it's an anime. That feels like an anime plot.
Yeah, it does.
So, so watching Netflix, have other than those two shows, have you watched anything else, or is that pretty much it?
I really like Heartstopper.
What's
If
that?
you've seen that. So it's about this guy who finds a boyfriend who the boyfriend didn't realize he was bisexual
Mm,
until he found him, and like it just shows all the things that LGBTQ plus teenagers go through, but it's also like a very nice group of kids and a very entertaining show.
nice. Is that the kind of stuff that you tend to like to watch? Is some of the I don't know. Would it be more of a comedy or is it more of a serious stuff?
I feel like it's a cross in between. I feel like it's like a reality show kind
Okay,
of.
gotcha. I know they have some of that stuff like uh the big thing at work, the thing that they always talk about is Love Island, that like
Oh yeah.
every day they talk about that. Every once in a while, Love on the Spectrum gets brought
I
up.
watched Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah. And I'm like, know what you like. I feel so out of place because I work in marketing for a news department or
Hmm.
a TV station, and I'll sit out in our newsroom, and they'll just be going back and forth about Love on the Spectrum or Love Island or whatever it is, and I'm like, I'm gonna just put my headphones on because I have not a clue what you guys are talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to get into Love Island either, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I never my sister's into all that stuff. Like she'll tell me she knows about all the ridiculous like um garbage reality shows or the like the love shows. She knows all about that stuff and it's like that's cool. It's not me. I can't get into it. So,
Yeah, me neither. Well, it depends. Like I could get into Love on the Spectrum since I felt like there was more of a story to it than
mhm.
just a bunch of hot people go on an island and all get with each other and then get mad at each other for not being loyal. And
Right. It's like that. It's like a spicier version of like Big Brother or something, and it's just like,
Mhm.
I'm good. There's a reason why I stopped watching Big Brother when I was 17 years old or whatever it was, you know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So yeah, cool. I'm excited to hear the new song and what's kind of looking at the new song moving forward is uh, do you play it out often or where are you kind of at live show wise right now? Are you playing that much or
I'm not playing at all, actually.
okay,
I want to start playing, but I need to find a guitar player because I'm
gotcha.
not proficient in guitar.
Gotcha. Fair enough. That's right. We did. I couldn't remember if we had I vaguely remembered having the conversation before about playing out, and I was like, I would have sworn she said she was in the process of trying to figure that out, but I couldn't remember. So
Yeah, still in the process.
nice. So you're basically just looking for a guitar player, or is it a little bit more than that? Like you're looking for somebody.
I'm just looking for a guitar player, and I'm
Okay.
gonna use this podcast episode as promo to see if I can find one.
Nice. So, okay, well, let's lead into that one then. Are you looking for like one person to play all your shows, or are you just kind of like open to, hey, if one person could do it for a while and then, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for one. I'm just starting out right now when it comes to live, so it would be like very small things like coffee shops.
Mm.
So I would just need one person who plays the acoustic guitar for right now. It's okay if they don't want to stay with me forever. I'm sure I'll move on to a whole band. But yeah, just someone to help me get me off my feet.
Sure. Now, is it the goal, hopefully, for yourself to learn how to play guitar, or is that not really something you're into?
I tried, but I could never really get into it. Like it kind of hurt my fingers, and it wasn't something that I was naturally good at. It was something I was naturally really bad at.
Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I've seen those pictures of people that just start learning how to play guitar, and then they've got like the blisters and calluses and all that stuff, and I'm like, that looks pretty hardcore right there.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's cool that you're still trying to figure out a way to get like out in front of people playing live shows because I think, especially we were talking about AI earlier, I that's going to be the difference maker in the music industry is the people that play out versus the people that don't play out.
Yeah, no, I definitely know that. I'm taking a class right now that I forgot to mention, which is like the economy of live events
Oh
and
well.
live music. So that point has definitely been like emphasized a lot, and I completely believe it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's that's cool that they have a class like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a requirement, actually.
Really? Okay. I might have to look in to see if I can find a because I know a lot of that stuff is available online. I'll have to see if there's like a syllabus or something that's up there to kind of get an idea of what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I can email you my class syllabus if you want.
That that'd be great. You know, because it's one of those things where it's like there's so much the industry is changing so rapidly at least forward facing, right? That like how you get your music out, how like all that stuff that changes on the daily with like social media, Spotify. Are we boycotting Spotify? Are we not boycotting Spotify? You know, like all that stuff. But the on the back end, shows have always kind of been the consistent thing and the most consistent way to get your music out there. Except you get a lot of musicians that kind of hover into these areas like Nashville, like New York, like Austin, just kind of think of all the big hubs for the music industry. And it's hard to get shows, but you come out to like Waco, Texas, where I'm at, and you could play 7 nights a week and probably make a decent little living doing it.
Oh,
So
that sounds appealing.
yeah, like I mean, you're gonna have to travel a bit, but it's just one of them things where it's like it when you're living in like the state of Texas, they got like this thing called the Texas Loop, where you'll basically do 30 days on, 30 days off, and you just tour around Texas and you make yourself a nice little living. They go back, write a new album, tour again, record and just kind of that's how they do it around here.
Yeah,
So I'm good. All that to say, I'm glad that you're trying to figure out a way to make live shows work. So,
thank you.
is that something that's been on your mind a lot more recently, or is it always kind of been on your mind?
It's always been on my mind. Then I had trouble finding a guitar player, so
Mm.
I kind of like pushed it to the side and just continued to focus on school. But now, where I'm at the point that I really want to launch my career, I definitely want to focus on finding a guitar player.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially being in Nashville, it'll be. I don't want to say it'll be hard to find somebody because it shouldn't be, but you're gonna have to find that balance of somebody that's good but also willing to work with you. Like you two almost got to like work together and help each other grow and become more proficient in like the art of promotion and playing and all that stuff. And so you're almost going to have to find somebody that's in the same boat but opposite, like they're a guitar player but they can't sing or something or
Yeah.
don't want to sing or whatever. And um I think that'll be really cool to kind of see how that kind of plays out for you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a a post on my story on Instagram once this podcast comes out and cut out the little part where I'm talking about needing a guitar player and post that.
Hey,
It's
go
like
for it. Go, that would be really cool if like because of this podcast you found a guitar player and it's like
that would
sweet.
be amazing. That would be like fate.
Right. And I started trying to learn how to play guitar, and I'm kind of been playing. We have a guitar at the office that I work at because somebody left. Somebody was a musician and they left it there, which it's like, okay, you're not much of a musician if you leave your guitar at work after you quit. Um, but
Throwing shade.
right. And so like I'll just kind of play with it a little bit, but I'm like in the process of going like trying to find something at a pawn shop and then just kind of teach myself how to do that. So it's uh it's a long process, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I've attempted to play multiple instruments, but it's just never worked out for me. It's not my strong suit.
Fair. Not even like piano or a keyboard or anything.
No.
Fair. Fair. I I think that's ultimately why I gave up playing the trumpet in grade school and like the grade school band, like back when I was a kid and stuff. It's just like it didn't come naturally and I didn't want to work for it. And I'm like, and it was just one of the things where it's like I felt like I was so far removed from being like understanding what was going on. It was like, okay, I'm good. And plus, my mom was like, I'm not going to pay to rent this thing if you're just going to let it sit in the corner when you're not at school or not playing for school. And I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly how I felt when I was in band with clarinet. I definitely struggled in fifth grade and I fell behind and then
Fair.
I eventually quit.
Yeah. It's wouldn't that be like the a real interesting like thing to do at a coffee shop? Like you pick the clarinet back up and you become like the only singer that accompanies herself on the clarinet or something like that.
That would be cool. Like, it's just unrealistic because it's me and picking up the clarinet.
Well, it's unrealistic because you can't play the clarinet and sing at the same time. I mean,
That's true.
I guess you could if you had like one of those looping systems, but it,
Yeah.
you know, but I really appreciate your time. I don't want to keep you here too much longer. For everyone to go check out the new song when it as it drops here in the next couple of hours, to check everything else out, where's the best place to find you online?
Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, you name it, at Alex Kolo Music
Nice.
and at Alex Kolo for Apple Music.
Sweet. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch you all later.